Alright, so in this video, basically going over UFC Fight Burns versus Brady, my overall predictions for the main card, because by the time this video is going to be submitted, most of the prelims is going to be done. However, I'm just going to quickly just like rapid fire the prelims with reasoning. Nathan Fletcher versus Ramska. I already made this position. Nathan's going to win, and by the time this is going to be up, Nathan already won the match. So by submission via rear naked choke. Or no, wait, no, it was arm triangle. It was arm triangle. Via arm triangle. That was pretty good. Makes sense. Um, Bukas is on his debut, and Andre is coming off a win. Personally, I think Andre is going to win just because I think that the striking overall difference is more reasonable. I think he's more experienced in terms of like most aspects of this. I highly suspect the 100% takedown defense rate is going to go down a decent amount. Because you're going against someone who fires like 4 takedowns on average in 15 minutes. That average is gonna go down pretty well. So I think Andre is gonna win this match pretty convincingly. I think it's gonna be a decision. Next up is Jacqueline Romy versus Vanessa Demopoulos. Already, I want Jacqueline to win because she already looks better. She's better looking. I ain't gonna lie. So I want her to win. But overall, it's like we're going against high decisions versus wins every match via finish. And I can kind of see why, because even though, yes, she throws like less, she lands less strikes per minute, she has a lot higher percentages of like those strikes. So already Jacqueline's a better striker. And submissions, like, it just looks like that the moment she just like takes you down, she just goes to work. Like, she immediately just goes, because like, come on, because 5.44 submissions average in per 15 minutes is very insanely high. And honestly, I agree with the odds. I think Jacqueline should win this one. Pretty convincingly, I think via finish. If I were to take a guess, I probably think it'll be more closer to a knockout. I think knockout makes more sense. Next up is Yiza versus Gabriel Santos. When I first looked at it and I see these two photos of difference, I thought this was pretty funny. I think it's pretty funny. And because of the fact they disrespected him via photo disrespect, I think Yiza's gonna win. I think he's gonna have an upset, despite the money odds doing it. Like, yeah, these are two submission artists with, even though yes he has the worst striking, even though he has like worst striking percentage except for defense. He has a better defensive striker, which I think will play a difference. And I think grappling wise, I think it would be pretty even. However, I trust the defense striking more of Yiza, and I think he's going to get motivated with the disrespect that they put on him on the website. Next up is Felipe dos Santos versus Andre Lima. And in case you were hearing upstairs, it's like my family's getting ready for stuff. So it's just kind of like, that's why I'm quickly recording this. As like, I'm watching. Felipe, I think he's going to win. Because even though, yeah, striking, he has obviously a worse striker. I just think that like the moment like he takes Andre down, I think he's just gonna get submit because Andre's more of a stand-up fighter. So I just personally think that I trust the grappler a little bit more than the pure striker, and plus Felipe at least knows how to knock out some people. So I think Felipe's gonna win, despite the money I was saying that he's an underdog. Next up is Isaac Bolgren versus Brendan Marat. And personally, I think for like this sort of matchup, I think that this match is gonna end in a finish no matter what I think. However, just the stats of these alone makes me distrust Brandon. But just for the memes, I want him to win just because these stats look hilarious, and I want to see him keep going like this. Even though yes, the takedowns of Isaac is diabolical. I just think that like if this fight is standing, it's gonna end in via knockout. So personally, I want Brendan to win just because of the funniness of his stats. However, Isaac's most likely gonna win. And next up is Rogzu versus Chris Paldia. Pokemon ass region name. Both very similar size. Both high knockouts with decent amount of finishes. Not a lot of decisions, so I think this match is gonna end via finish. And for this thing is mainly just the battle of offensive striker versus defensive striker and offensive grappling versus defensive grappling. Personally, if you ask me, I trust the offensive striker with the defensive grappling than the defensive striker with the offensive grappling. I trust that a little bit more. So I think Rongzu's gonna win. I think he's gonna win. And that's it for the prelims. First map in the main card is Trevor Peak versus Yanel Ashmuz. Ashmuz. Okay, so for these two guys, both similar size. Trevor has a better reach. Trevor only does knockouts, or he just goes to decision. While Yanel has more of a he can do some grappling, he can do some submissions. In terms of the striking, if I can get this to load, okay. So overall, Trevor's just the better striker, except for the defense. Except for the defense, that's like the main difference. And in terms of grappling, all right, so pretty similar grappling, except Trevor goes for more takedowns. So I think that'll be the difference. I think Trevor's going to win via just like offensively just outpacing. Offensively from outpacing, I know. Matt Chanel versus Cody Durbin. If my family can please shut up. This is annoying to deal with because I know for a fact. Please. Okay. Low computer. Low computer. Low computer. Low computer. Low computer. Load. Please load. Please load. Please. Please load. Please load. Please load. Come on. Load. 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 I need you to load right now. Please load for me. Please. Please load. Please load. Please load. Please load for me, please. Please load. I also have the matches going on in the background too, maybe for the preamp. And Andre looks a little smaller than I thought he would be. He looks a little wide. He looks like a mini Viking. Just with the tattoos and everything. Yeah, he gives off mini Viking vibes. Me personally does. And great. Why is my Wi-Fi down? Please tell me this didn't fuck up the recording. Please tell me this didn't fuck up the recording. Please tell me this didn't fuck up the recording. Not responding. Are you kidding me? You're joking, right? Come on, computer. Come on, you piece of shit. Work. Go check the recording. Okay, the recording is still going. Thank God. Yeah, you get to see my recording screen. Probably gonna be a horrible little cut right there. I'm very apologies for it, but I don't want to do another take because I don't want to deal with my family, and plus the second match is already starting, and I want to get this out before this thing is done. So, if Matt Chanel versus Cody Durbin can just get going, I would really appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. You know what? I'm just gonna refresh this. Just get this out the way. And Dylan missed weight, so he's losing 20% of his purse. Not very good for what looks like to be a debut for him. I think he kind of really needs his money. So, yeah. That'll be interesting for him. Let me just double check the recording here. Okay, yeah, the recording's still going, so that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay, yeah, this loaded. Thank God. Thank God. Let me check this. Matt Chanel versus Cody Durbin. Please load for me. Pretty please. Pretty please. Pretty please load for me. Mr. Rogan, please let this load for me, please. Please. Internet, let this load. Please let it load. Because I want to look at the stats so I can give a fair, accurate position. Please load. Please load. Please load. Man, this is some bullshit. Double check the recording to make sure it's still going. Yes, recording's still going. Um, the things can load. The thing can load. Okay, so I'm watching this. Duke is going for a lot of kicks. I also kind of mess with the braids, honestly. Okay, I'm just gonna finish this out because it's just like I just can't deal. I can't deal with this Wi-Fi. So personally, I personally think just for my knowledge, I think Cody Durbin's gonna win. I just based on the odds, I think he's gonna win. Kyle Neslin versus Steve Garcia. Personally, I like Kyle to win. I fuck with the beard, fuck with the baldy. Okay, yeah, now this one can load. That's surprising. This one can load. Okay, yeah. So personally, even though yes, Steve's gonna knock the hell out of Kyle. Yeah, he's most definitely gonna knock the fuck out of Kyle. However, I want Kyle to win just because I fuck with this. I just fuck with the style. I fuck with the beard and the tattoos. However, I understand that Steve's gonna win. Me personally, I'm gonna root for Kyle. Let's see. Can? No, I don't want to see the live now. Please, just let's get this over with. Load. No, I don't want to see Cody Durbin. I want to see his stats. Okay, so I just think Cody Durbin's gonna win. We're just gonna move on from that. I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna stop trying to attempt to like see him. This always happens. There's always one fight on all these cards that's gonna like be like, oh hey, we're not gonna low for you, man. We're just gonna let you sit here and suffer, and I'm just gonna be like, well, great. And I have to go do other shit. Okay. Natalia Silva versus Jessica Andrade. Okay, both coming off a win. Very similar kind of like sizes, except that Natalia is like 3 inches taller. Very similar profile, except Natalia's more submission focused, while Jessica is more striking difference. In terms of striking, I personally give the edge to Jessica Andrade in terms of striking, because even though yes, she has a lower percentage in it, I think it's gonna make a difference. And then Andre and Busca is in a grappling situation. Kind of expected that, to be honest. And Natalia is very high in the takedown defense category, right? So I think that may go down after this fight. And personally, I want Jessica Andrade to win. I want her to win. I just think it would be pretty cool for her, like kind of the older fighter to win, or like at least the underdog in this fight to win. So personally, I'm going for Jessica Andrade. And for our main event, which is Gilbert Burns versus Sean Brady. Both very similar sized men. They're like almost the same size. Burns is coming off a loss while Brady's coming off a win. Very similar in terms of just like control time and just like wanting, not really going for knockdowns really. In terms of striking, both men are like a little similar in the striking categories. In terms of grappling, Sean Brady has more of the advantage. And then for odds, yeah, I honestly agree. I agree with Gilbert Burns being the underdog. He's getting up there in age. I think this is almost like his time for him to kind of like ease down and kind of go into more of the retirement. I honestly agree with saying that Sean Brady's going to win. Even though I personally like Gilbert Burns, I think he's a really nice individual. That was kind of like funny for what happened. Not funny, but more of like an inconvenience for kind of what happened between like Strickland and Duplessis. They're in a little scuffle, and I feel like he took it pretty well. So honestly, I was gonna be sad for me to see Sean Brady, basically beat Gilbert Burns. I don't want to say knockout because I think it's just gonna be to unanimous decision win for Brady. However, I think it'll still be pretty entertaining match. And that is it for the card. Hope y'all enjoy it. Again, I'm very sorry for halfway in recording of basically just a bunch of pandemonium happening. Very sorry. And wait, what? something just kind of happened in there. I don't know if it was a win or not. I just see both men standing up. So yeah, no, I think this is time for me just to